Welcome to Matt's Morning Monologues, Season 2, Episode 14. This is Matt's Movie Reviews. All right, this morning I'm going to be reviewing 3 movies that I saw. I'm going to continue to mispronounce the word S-A-W, just because I'm going to commit to that. Anyway, so this is 3 movies that I saw recently, and they are Brian&Charles and Marcel the Shell with Shoes, and wait for it, Elvis. All right, okay, Brian&Charles, loved it. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but totally loved it. Saw it with Una. Here's the thing. I think that a lot of times experiences like that really, they're really sort of influenced by the people that you saw it with, and I saw it with Una, who is awesome, and awesome. And here's the thing. We wanted to see Phantom of the Open, because I'm a huge Mark Rylance fan, and I think I was a very early Mark Rylance fan. I don't want to say I was the first one, but I think I was probably the first one ever. So we went to see that, but classic Matt, I ordered the tickets online, and we went to see it at Lincoln Plaza, whatever, on 68th Street. I ended up unwittingly purchased tickets for the 42nd Street AMC movie theater. Anywho, so we get to the theater, and they're like, wait, I'm like, we're here to see, Phantom of the Open, and they're like, oh, it's not playing today. I was like, what? And then I checked, and I saw that I had mispurchased them. I bought the wrong movie theater. I was like, oh no, we're never going to make it. So we go to the person at the desk, and they say, okay, they said something like, I thought they said there was like another one later on at like 4:15, or it was like 2 hours later. But anyway, so they said something about official entry or whatever. I didn't realize that was another movie. I thought they were saying that like Phantom of the Open was some official entry for something. So I was like, oh, that sounds really exciting. We'll see that one, right? Anyway, no, that's a completely different movie. We went there, we sat there, and I was like, what? No, this isn't the movie. So poor Una, but Una was cracking up. She was kind of like, classic Matt, right? So we go, long story, even longer, but we go, and I explained the whole thing to the nice person at the information desk. Well, she was like, what do you want to see? You can see any movie up here. So I was like, what about this Brian&Charles? I don't know what that is. Well, we loved it. We absolutely loved it. And as I sat there watching it, I thought to myself, the universe wanted us to see Brian&Charles. You know what I mean? So that sort of was influencing my experience of it as well. Here's the thing. It was completely not cynical. That's one of the things I really loved about it. And I looked up this morning, I was looking up antonym for cynical. And the only word that popped up was uncynical. So I think that movie, for me, it was quite uncynical. I loved the way the story just moved forward. And in improvisation, it's like, make the transaction, right? Okay, yes, okay, so the robot talks. Great, cool, moving forward. It speaks really well. Great, moving forward. Like, we just like make these leaps with it, and we just go. Okay, so I loved it. Okay, the next movie, Marcel the Shell with Shoes. Same thing, completely uncynical. Again, same thing. The story moved forward, and I was like, the whole time I saw it with Tracy, and so there we go. And it just moved forward. It's like, yeah, sure, we'll go with you on that. And I love that it took the leap, that the people who created it what's her, Jenny Slate and Dean Fleischer. I forget his last name, but anyway, I just thought it was brilliant, and I love it. It seemed to me bold and really fun and daring on some level, and I got super self-reflective at a point. It affected me where I sort of held the mirror up to myself in a weird way, and I felt like it was all about love, and it was about loss and relationships and stuff like that, and I thought it was just a great movie. I'm pulling for it. I'm a fan. All right, that brings us to Elvis. Elvis, loved it. I don't know if you notice it, but like I basically love everything. Anyway, all the movies and stuff like that. Well, so saw it with Tracy Baz Luhrmann. At the end of the movie, when the movie was letting out, Tracy and I watched every single credit, as we are wont to do. And there was another couple, like way back. It wasn't super crowded, so they were watching them too. And as the movie was letting out, it was all over. I looked at them and I said, "Great flick." My father-in-law, Papa J-Bone, Tracy's dad, used to say "great flick," so I said that in honor of him. And plus, I think he would have loved this movie. So I said "great flick," and the one person said, "Typical Baz," and I was like, "Yeah." But then I thought, no, it wasn't. I thought it was a bit, and Tracy and I agreed on this. We thought it was a little bit of a departure for Baz, with the exception of maybe the credits in the beginning and the end, which were quite Baz Luhrmann. So it's for me. That's George Hahn. It makes fun of people who say "for me." Anyway, I thought it was an acting class a master class in acting. I thought that the person who played, I forget his name now. It's like Butler. What's his first name? I forget his last name's Butler though. Anyway, he was just brilliant, and his performance was cinematic and theatrical, and he just, like, every cell of his being was transformed, and in such a spiritual way, I think, a very soulful way, and a very honest and vulnerable way, and again, not cynical at all. I don't think. I'll have to reflect on that one, but I say don't walk. I say run carefully to these movies, but be careful. The sidewalks in New York City are a little messed up. Just be careful if you run to the movies. Hey, that's it. I'll have a deeply meaningful day. Welcome to